Hello my friends, hello and welcome back to Pensando Inglés. Today I bring you guys another intermediate level English video and I'm going to talk about something that has been going on here in the US, a political situation that is quite interesting to see how the dynamic completely switched and how people are starting to support a political figure that they hated just a year or two ago, okay? And this figure is perhaps the most famous person on earth, Donald Trump. And it's interesting because a year or two ago, everybody on social media was talking bad about him, still believing the things that the media was saying about him. They were calling him a racist and a criminal, etc., etc. But now you see that he's getting a lot of support on the internet, on YouTube, etc. And it's crazy because he's getting support from the groups who hated him most just a year or two ago. And an example is the black community here in the United States, okay? The African American community. Ever since Donald Trump ran his first campaign in 2016, the media, the mainstream news media, has been saying that he's a racist, a misogynist, which means that he basically hates women, and all kinds of other negative things about him, okay? And this video is not about what I think about Donald Trump, it's about seeing the public opinion of him change, okay? And the black community in the United States is historically very Democrat, okay? In general, they vote Democrat no matter what the election is, because the Democrat Party has spent a lot of time and money to advertise and to win over this part of the population, okay? The minorities, quote unquote. And when Donald Trump first ran, and over the last 7-8 years now, you heard everybody in the black community saying, oh, he's a racist, I don't like him, hate that guy, he's evil, blah, blah, blah. And now we're starting to see something where black people are coming out and starting to support him, okay? This isn't a race issue either. I'm just using the black community as an example because in general, they were highly against Donald Trump. They were highly against him for the last 7 years, okay? But now we're starting to see something. We're starting to see a change in the public perspective, and we're seeing a lot of support for Donald Trump in the black community, in the even the Latino community. And the Latinos really hated him because the mainstream media was saying, they were misquoting rather, they were taking little pieces from his speeches and making it look like he said that all Mexicans are bad, or that everybody who's coming over the border is bad. And I'm not supporting him here, but just to state the facts, that's not true. In his speech, he said there are murderers, rapists, etc. coming over the border, and that's a fact, guys, because in every group of people, there's bad people and good people. So what he was trying to say is we need to stop the huge flow of illegal immigrants because bad people can get in and bring drugs, commit crimes, etc. And the mainstream media, NBC, etc., they took little clips of what he said and put it all together in a misleading way. And the people who watched the news and actually believed the news, they thought that he was really saying these things in this certain way that the media was trying to paint, and a lot of people hated him for it. But something is really changing here in the US now, and that is that nobody believes the news Everybody thinks that the news is a bunch of liars and propagandists. Okay? So now the media has a new problem because everything they say, we believe the opposite. Okay? So in them trying to turn Donald Trump into a criminal in our minds, they've turned him into a hero in a lot of people's minds. And they actually arrested Donald Trump for a trial, and they took something that is called a mugshot, okay? And a mugshot, mug can be a different word, like a slang colloquial word for face. And a mugshot is when you go to jail, the police take your picture. Smile. No, you don't smile. Nobody smiles in a mugshot. You take a picture like this, and then sideways, okay? That's a mugshot. And they took a mugshot of Donald Trump and they put it out on, websites, TV, etc., trying to make us hate him even more. And then something incredible and unforeseen happened. A lot of younger people, and especially people in the black community, they loved it. They loved it, guys. They loved that he had a mugshot. And it's so funny. They think it makes him so much more relatable because he's going through hardships, and a lot of these people come from lower income areas and they face hardships every day as well. So it really helped Donald Trump. As soon as I saw that online, as soon as I saw that mugshot, I was like, oh, these people don't know what they just did. They just gave him a huge advantage. They just gave him a huge advantage with young people and with the African American voters. They loved it. Now you see people wearing t-shirts with Donald Trump's mugshot on them, and they love it. There's videos all over YouTube now of people in the black community supporting him and starting to say things like, oh, the Democrats have been lying to us. The news has been lying to us. They've been using us for our votes. They don't really care about us. And this is just a huge change and something very interesting. And another place where I'm starting to see unexpected support for Donald Trump is the Latino community. Okay? The Latino community. And this one is even more unexpected than the black community because the Latinos really hated Donald Trump because they thought he was highly racist against them. And because he wanted to shut down the border, he wanted to shut down illegal immigration, they thought that he hated them for some reason. And the media pushed that idea because they were trying to make him seem bad, seem like a racist or a bigot, which is another word for a racist. And now, something that really surprised me, guys, okay? So I've been making these short videos where I just find little clips of famous people speaking Spanish or speaking English, okay? And I say, calificando el inglés o el español de famosos entre 1 y 10. And guys, it's just something little that I've been doing, but it's been getting tons of views. And what I've been trying to do this for is to get people to come to the channel, and then they see the real content. They see the content like this, okay? But I made a video like that with Donald Trump, and he said like 3 or 4 words of Spanish, okay? And he had terrible pronunciation, of course, because obviously he's never studied Spanish or spoken Spanish, which I wasn't making fun of him because, hey, I can't speak any Russian, right? We can't judge somebody for something they don't know how to do. It was mainly just a funny little video to get some eyes on the channel, and it worked. It got like 10,000 views, several subscribers from it. And the thing that shocked me most about this is that there were a couple of comments in Spanish from people that I can only presume are in Latin America or here in the US, but they came here from Latin America because it was obviously in native Spanish. One of them that stood out to me the most was saying things like, famoso? No, Donald Trump is, it was written in Spanish, but I'll give you a más o menos traducción. He said, Donald Trump is probably the most important person alive right now. In his hands are the future of Occidental or Western culture, Christianity, order and chaos, etc., etc. not only for the US, but for the entire world. And it just really shocked me to see a Latino person leave this comment, because if I had posted this video a year ago, I can only imagine that it would have only gotten negativity. So things are starting to change, and the public opinion is really starting to do a complete 180 on Donald Trump. People are completely starting to say things that are the exact opposite of what they used to say just a year ago. And it's incredible. It's incredible how something can change so drastically, so fast. So I just thought this was a super interesting, how can I explain it? A super interesting change of events, change of public opinion, because changing public opinion, changing the opinion of the masses is not an easy thing. So, the conspiracy theorist in me is having second thoughts, okay? At first I was thinking, okay, well, this is interesting and positive because finally people are starting to think for themselves, right? And I don't care if you like Donald Trump or not. I care about you making an opinion with your own brain and not with what the news tells you, not what with Mark Zuckerberg tells you in his Facebook post. Okay? I want people to be free and independent thinkers, all right? That's what I want. So it makes me happy to see people changing their minds and trying to make decisions without the influence of the elites. But the conspiracy theorist in me is thinking something different. The conspiracy theorist in me is thinking, why is this happening? Are they purposely trying to switch our opinions because they want Trump back? Because really Democrats and Republicans are the same scumbags. Okay, it's politicians in general. They all have a plan and they don't really hate each other, I don't think. I think they're all really working together, trying to influence us and cause chaos between us. So what if last time maybe they rigged the election, or maybe they just used the propaganda machine to make us all think that Donald Trump was evil so that we would vote for Joe Biden. And now they're showing Joe Biden to be an absolute fool who can't even speak, and basically pushing people into Trump's arms, okay? By allowing so much crime, by making everything so expensive. Everybody's like, we have to have Trump back because we can't afford to live under Joe Biden. Everything's getting worse every day, and it's obvious. So now I'm thinking, did they use us? Did they influence us to do exactly what they wanted? And now we're doing what they want by supporting Trump? Okay? Only time will tell, and we'll only be able to see if this is what's actually happening if Donald Trump gets reelected and we see what he does. So, one theory is that they use Joe Biden to destroy a lot of things, okay? To make as much chaos as they possibly can so that they can bring in the next guy and he has to make strong laws to control us even more to protect us from the chaos that they created purposefully. Scary times we live in, guys. Scary times. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on. I am happy to see people changing their opinions and maybe think for themselves, but that scares me because the masses never think for themselves. So that leads me to believe that perhaps that's what they want us to do. And maybe Trump is in on it. His campaign basically is, guys, I'm not one of these politicians. I'll fight for the people, I'll work for the people. But would the elites, would the richest people in the world who actually control the world, would they allow such a man to get into office? Or is he in on it? I don't know. And to tell the truth, I hope he's not. I hope he is just a guy who really cares about the country and he's trying to fight for it if he wins, Because guys, my thing is, I hope success for anybody who wins the presidency because I'm a US citizen. I live here. I want people to make policies that are going to benefit me. I don't want my money going to Ukraine. And the thing about that is, these taxes, a day or two ago, they just approved to send $95 billion. 95 miles de millones. Okay? To Ukraine, Israel, y Taiwan. I didn't vote for that, guys. Nobody asked me anything. Nobody asked me, hey Kyle, what do you think about us taking the money that you paid in your taxes that you worked for and sending it to other countries when we have people here who are hurting? I didn't vote for that. Nobody asked me that. So, that's taxation without representation. Anyway, alright guys, I think I'll leave it there. Alright, I'll finish my workout. I think I'll leave this video there. And it's just something to think about. So guys, please, tell me down below. What do you think right now about Donald Trump? Do you think that he is a racist scumbag, evil guy? Do you think that he is a warrior who is fighting for his country? Do you think that he is in on it? He's somebody who's been chosen by these elites? Just like Joe Biden, he's just playing his part in all this chaos? Tell me what you think below. And also, has your opinion changed recently on Donald Trump? I'm interested to hear about that as well. Alright guys, les quiero un montón. Como siempre, muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos pronto.